What's up, my precious little pack, and welcome back to VEGA Conflict. I have a few things to say that kicks I could do to improve the game without adding major new things to the game. Actually, it would just be adding new levels to certain things. We all know about the markup grading system, well, most of us do, and for the lower levels who haven't gotten into it yet because they're just starting out, well, here's what it is. You see this little tab right here, hull upgrades? You have to research them before you can upgrade them. Now, this is something I thought of for lower levels and high levels that would be beneficial to both. Because it would give high levels a reason to build low level ships just to play around with in PvP, because their tier 1 ships have the lowest repair time, period. And it occurred to me that they only go up small amounts in levels. They go up one level, that's it. Well, that's just sad and a very, very stupid excuse on Kicksai's part to actually focus on something that could be very good. Now, my general thought on this is allow everything to be markup grade to Mark 5, from tier 1 ships all the way up to tier whatever they want to go up to, tier 10, tier 11, tier blah blah blah, whatever. But let these ones, all of them, be upgraded to tier 5 just specifically for the bonuses at tier 4 and the additional weight that they gain at tier 5. You'd probably see a lot more people using lower level stuff because it becomes a lot more readily available to them, because it's easier to farm, but also it'd be more useful for markup grading because it'd be fun to use in PvP. I'm not playing PvP, but I can see a great many uses that people could take Harrier Frigate Mark 5s and just fly around, just actually have fun and actually use their brains while fighting. And not just setting up the ships and then jumping back and forth. I mean, seriously, flying far right, far left with two ships, flanking the enemy and smashing them from the sides while they're using a battleship, main battleship fleet. It would be cool to see them upgrade them and allow new levels for all of the tiers that do not have complete up to Mark 5 researches, would it not? And I'm not saying they should add them and then go, well, you need to take 20 days to research this because it was researched before, but we don't want you to be able to get it right away. It's low tier stuff, so I think it should have low tier research times. I think you should be able to research the entirety of all tier 1 mark upgradables from Mark 2 to Mark 5 in one day. You should be able to do it in a 24-hour time frame. So, it'd take you 2 days to do it because, let's be honest, we all have lives. But would it not be fun to see them do something like that? Would it not be fun to have little Genesis Cruiser Mark 5s rolling around with still minuscule effect on higher level combat, but having their own more valid and played area that it'd be fun to take tier 1s up against tier 1 ships? Would it not be fun? And the cargo, we have basic cargo that's researchable, and it is heavy, and we only have so many upgrade slots, so many special slots on tier 1 ships. But here's the good thing, Genesis cruisers have 2 special slots, battleships have 2. You can mass produce them quickly and make carrier fleets out of them at tier 1, just with these little cargo boxes. And you don't have to leave them defenseless. You can give them guns and stuff like that, but you don't really need to. But this is just an idea, because I looked at it and I saw from here to here we got our tier 1 stuff. And all of them take under an hour to build the whole, basically, when they're fitted. The Harrier Frigate does not have any special slots, so it'd gain that one, which would be useful to it as it gets upgraded. Genesis Cruiser gets an additional armor. That's very valid. Longbow gets an additional gun. Rancor Battleship gets an additional gun. It would be cool to see them unleash these upgrades, and I would love to see them do upgrades for the Voyager Corvette. This is another one that we all start with no matter what. Is It's just the most basic, but it's the most fun ship, but it is the most weakest ship. It's average in every category. It have average speed, average turning. Actually, it turns remarkably fast. And we can't say its strafe is lacking, it's just a little bit slower than a cruiser. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? Would you like to try and start a forum poll and try and get Kickside to add this to a list, like just to make it for low-level fun, something to add to the game that doesn't take away from the later levels, but something to add to do? Because I made an entire fleet of Genesis cruisers and had under an hour of repair time with them. On paper, that would be fun to play with. There would be a mixture of guns, because they only get 2 weapon slots, so you have to choose what you want to put on them, but they have decent weight at their tier. 750, mark upgrade goes up. But I would like to see new upgrade levels for all of these guys, basically all of the Rebel stuff. I would like to see be able to go up to tier 5. Just for the weight benefit and the additional benefits of level 4. And as for the Voyager Corvette, I actually don't know what they would do with a Corvette. Would they give it an additional weapon slot? Would they give it an additional special slot? Would they give it extra armor? Extra what? Or would it not get a benefit in the term of a new socket? Would it get a benefit in the term, since it's a Corvette, of higher movement speed? Just gets a 10% movement speed buff on movement speed, turning, and strafe speed, or a 20% or whatever. But I figure I was hating on the game yesterday. Let's try and give some type of idea to Kickside that they could do that would bring some fun to the lower levels and keep repair times down, because at most I could only get an hour of repair time unless I do full armor fits on these little ships. And they literally have no guns on board. But what are all of your thoughts on this idea? Would you like to run with it? Would you like to see what we could push? Would you like to see if we could actually get Kickside to think about it? They may not see it as being useful for the player progression, but not everyone wants to progress, because as you get to the certain point in the game where it's all about repair time and builds, you start to lose interest. How do you keep interest? Well, you give us something different. We don't want to go up into high tier as much to fight stuff, which is going to give us days of repair time. We want to jump down to the low tier and have some fun with some tiny ships. We got our little baby frigates, we got our little baby cruisers, our little baby destroyer, our little baby battleship. And I'm babbling. And stammering and stuttering. But the general idea is, I would like to see new mark upgrades for ships that either do not have them, like the Corvette, or only Corvette in existence. And I'm not counting the Suppressor because it's a specialist ship. It's not a Corvette. It doesn't even have Corvette in the name. It may have the firing arc, but it's different. That and the fact, I actually think the Corvette is slower. Let me see here. It has the exact same stats, movement speed-wise, as a cruiser. So yeah, it would be fun to actually see new levels for the tiny ships. But that was my general idea. I just wanted to get it out there for all of you. Let's see if we can actually get Kickside to give us something fun. And yes, I do see there being usability and fun. It would also make farming fleets for the lower levels a lot easier. Like the Rancor battleship, it'd give you a little bit more weight to play with. A little bit more firepower. And the Voyager Corvette, I would actually like to see what everyone thinks of that. What type of benefit should it get? Let's just go out on a limb and let's just start going our own way with the game in this video. So, like-minded ideas, keep the comments together. So, if one person comments something, look for their comment first, then comment on theirs to add to it. And for brand new subjects, just create a brand new comment. We're going to try and keep it short and sweet. So we can just go through, click on the comments, open them up, and we just get a branch of these ideas that stem off of one idea. But that's going to be it for now, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. I actually hope you enjoyed the idea of this. Whether Kix actually does it or not, it would be fun just to think about it and play with it in your head. But if you did, feel free to leave a like. Leave a comment as well. What do you think? Would it be fun? Would it be stupid? Would it be a waste of the development team's time? Let's hear from you. And as always, everybody, if you want more, if you want to see more of these types of videos, say so below. And subscribe for more. And as always, everybody, I will see you all later.